Welcome to the Learning for Legacy show with me, your host, Afam Onyenakala. This is all about the concept of making generational wealth understandable, practical, and accessible. I'll be exploring a range of topics and sharing conversations, interviews, and more. Because what good is building wealth if we don't build the people? Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. As regular listeners to the show already know, the Learning for Legacy 4L framework is all about the 4 L's, which include learning, laughter, leadership, and legacy. And the leadership component for this episode is what I call the Leadership Reagent. As a reminder, in chemistry, a reagent is simply a substance used to produce a chemical reaction, rearranging the molecular or ionic structure to form a new compound. So to make a difference towards building generational wealth within our households, this takes leadership, which demands courage of us in deciding to become that reagent first. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of giving your gift to the world. And I'll qualify this by saying that in this context, the world is really about your world or your sphere of influence. There's a Bible scripture from Proverbs 18, verse 16 that says, "Your gift will make room for you." And this simply means that an ability, an aptitude, or your talent that you possess can create opportunities for you. So your gift is essentially something that comes easy to you, but is harder for others. And your confidence is displayed in areas that you are competent in. So from here, once your gift is identified, the next step is focusing on your mastery of it. Eric Thomas, the great motivational speaker, he once highlighted 5 things that we can do towards making that happen. And I'll elaborate on these. Number 1, it starts with a sound. It's something that needs to move you. It's very important spending something like the first 30 minutes of your day doing things that will move you, whether this is prayer, exercise, reading your goals, going through your aspirations, or looking at motivational videos or listening to music that will move you. And when you assess all of this, also, what does your best day look, feel, or smell like? What do you tend to attract when you are like that? So you should be moved internally as opposed to externally, because when you do what moves you, it inevitably will move others. Number 2, you must get ready. This is all about removing a poverty mindset. And remember, true wealth is a state of well-being. Number 3, go from a poverty mindset to a wealth mindset. This is the difference between having either a producer's mentality or a consumer's mentality. This is all about getting to a place where you can say, I am a producer, not a consumer. Number 4, you should generate and live in the overflow. Now, this is where you live in as a result of your gift, making that room, that space for you. It's about not focusing on money specifically, but focusing on your gift, which can create an income. So ask yourself, what gift shall I use? Or are there multiple gifts? Are you, for example, a singer, a trader, a negotiator, or even a road sweeper? It doesn't really matter. For example, there's one woman who makes money as a hand model. Companies fly her all over the world just to photograph her hands for jewelry, cosmetics, and other campaigns. Now, there's another example where one man's deep voice has him used all over the world for voiceovers, film promotions, and commercials. The important thing here is that you should have multiple streams of income. And you can refer to episode 20 of Learning for Legacy, where I've gone into this in more detail. Number 5, get in position and stay in position. What are you selling for? In other words, what are you adding value to others? When we look at the word lack is simply an indicator that you aren't yet adding significant value. So presenting value to others means having valuable resources which you are able to exchange for money. The higher the value you give, this enables you to make or change the rules to your benefit in order to be of greater service to others. And with this, consistency is involved. So you can look at this and say, how many days, how many months, or how many years of value can you give? Thanks for listening to Learning for Legacy. To join our community or find out about what else we get up to, you can follow us on Twitter at Legacy Learning or on our website at www.legacylearning.co.uk. To access additional content or exclusives from this particular episode, please find the information within the show notes.